fellow aviators, VRF Summer here, and welcome to this new series, Microsoft Flight Simulator 101, where in 5 minutes or less, I'm going to try to give you the info you need to get started flying in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 as quickly as possible. Or maybe you just like to see what the menus look like in this new game. Well, either way, sit back, enjoy this first topic, which is creating a flight in Microsoft Flight Simulator. So first thing you want to do, click on the world map. That's where we're going to be flying, is within this world map. And they have modeled pretty much the entire world. And what's really cool is the flight plan flow is very similar to what you do in real life. So you start with your aircraft here, and you can scroll down here at the bottom to select whatever aircraft you would like to fly within the simulator here. But for today, we're going to fly the Cessna 172 Skyhawk. So we have that selected. Next down on the menu is liveries. So this is your paint job, and I only have one, so that's the one we're using. And next up, weight and balance. This is very important for any pilot. So from the top you have fuel. Our fuel load right now is at 50%. We can move it all the way to 100% if we wanted to top the tanks off, but for our demonstration today we're going to keep it at 50 so I can show you something really cool later on in this video. Down at the bottom we have payload, so this would be any other weight in the aircraft, such as the pilot, co-pilot, any passengers or cargo. So right now it has a pilot and a co-pilot in here, but let's say I wanted to fly solo. I could just highlight the co-pilot weight, type in 0, and there we go, it's just a pilot. You wanted to simulate a full plane, you can just move this payload slider all the way to the right and you can get a really heavy aircraft. And at the bottom you have all the weights the simulator is calculated for you if you'd like to look at that, and also this circle over here with the white and the black. That is your center of gravity. Keep it between these two lines and your aircraft and weight and balance is going to be good to go. Next up, failures. If you'd like anything to fail on the aircraft, you can flip it on. You can set parameters for when it would fail. But for today, let's keep our aircraft working. Air traffic control options, that's next. You can type in the tail number. That's what the air traffic control on Microsoft Flight Simulator will call you. And if you're an airliner, you can put your call sign and flight number here. If you're a big plane like the Boeing 787, you can have them add heavy to your call sign by flipping that on. But we're in a Cessna, so we'll keep that off. We have our aircraft set up. Now we need to determine where we're flying from and to. So say you wanted to fly from a city where you know the name, like Nashville. You could type that in here, go down to Nashville International, click it, and that would be your departure airport. But for today, let's say we want to fly out of Seattle, Tacoma. So you can also click it, set as departure. And you can see it starts us off at runway 34 right. But if you would like to depart from a gate, like you do in real life, or a parking spot, you can either select it from this pull-down menu, or you can select a spot that's not already taken by another aircraft. So I'm going to choose parking spot 103 for this Cessna 172. It says departure, and there we go. So where do we want to fly? Well, if you zoom out, you see this white circle. That's how far you can fly on your current fuel load. Say we wanted to fly down here to Lower Loon Creek. We currently do not have enough fuel to get there, but look at this. If we go back to weight and balance, and we put our fuel all the way back up to 100%, now you can see that white circle has expanded. We could go all the way to Salt Lake City if we want, but we can definitely make it to Lower Loon Creek. So I'm going to select that, set as arrival, and there we go. Last but not least, you can set your flight conditions here. This will be the topic of another video, but basically, if you do want to change your weather, make sure you're not on live players, and you can go down here to weather and time and set custom. Last thing, Navlog. This is really cool because you can see your flight plan. You can also see if you want to change the way you have planned your flight. For right now it's direct GPS, but if you wanted to use land-based navigation aids called VORs, or if you wanted to use the routes and airways that the airlines use on a regular basis, you can do that too. But we're going to use direct GPS. We're ready to go fly. Thanks for joining me here on this video. VRF Simmer. Hope to see you again on a future flight.